Hey folks, let's crash some more poverty mindsets. Tonight's verse, Luke 6 and 38. Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will men give into your bosom. For with the same measure that you use, it will be measured back to you. Now here's the context. Jesus is teaching from the Sermon on the Plain, and he's talking through mercy, forgiveness, generosity, and love for our enemies. So this verse isn't just about money. This verse is about the posture of our heart. A poverty mindset says, if I give, I'll lose. If I hold my hands like that, I'll have more than enough. But a kingdom mindset says, if I give, I'll gain and even overflow. And I want to throw in that this is more than finances. This can be the context of time, encouragement, energy, and even service. What are you giving? How are you giving? Are you giving sparingly? Then the word says you're going to reap sparingly. What is the posture of your heart? Are you giving grudgingly? If you are giving grudgingly, then you probably should rethink why you're giving and what you truly want to give, and start there. Because we should be convinced of our own giving, even convicted, but never condemned. Because think about it, if God doesn't want something grudgingly, would you? If I said, I really want to give you this lunch, I want to give you a free lunch, but I hold on to it so tight, I never place it into your hands, at some point, you're not going to want the lunch. You're going to want to give it back to me and just say, hey, yo, keep the lunch. I don't want it, because you're giving it to me grudgingly, and that's not how God desires for us to give. I learned a lesson about this with what I just said. Start where you truly are and give from that place. What can you give comfortably until you can get to the place that you can give out of a good heart, out of a cheerful heart, and give in faith. God shared with me one time, I don't just want your tithes and your offerings on this remote control. You're just giving it because you can. And yes, we should give out of obedience, but my heart was not connected to that in any way. I was just doing an act of service because I could. There was no faith involved, no expectation involved, and God doesn't want us to give like that either. Good measure, pressed down and shaken together. That is marketplace language. In the ancient world, when you bought grain, the seller would press it down, shake it together, and pack it real tight. So excited about this. So you got more than you expected, okay? So God's generosity is not stingy. It's overflowing. He's seeing to it here in this verse that you get in there as much as you can, because when I pour it back into your lap, it's overflowing. Generosity is the economy of the kingdom. Let's look really quickly at the widow with the mite in Mark 12. She dropped 2 small coins, less than a penny, into the treasury. And Jesus said she gave more than all the wealthy people that were dropping just buckets of money into the treasury. Why is that? They gave out of their surplus. She gave out of her lack. Generosity is not measured by the size of the gift. It's measured by the posture of our heart. It's measured by the sacrifice. So how do you know if you've given generously? Well, does it stretch your faith? Does your giving reflect trust in God's provision, or does it reflect fear of lack? Take a test. Is your giving done with joy or resentment? See, because it's not about the amount, it's about the alignment. Our sticky statement for today: I sow with joy and I reap with wisdom and grace. Poverty mindsets are crashing and legacy mindsets are building. That's our word for today. Listen, I'm going to post this here on Facebook and Reels, on my page. Ultimately, I'm going to go over to YouTube and post it there so you can get the full video. because you can only do so much time on Facebook and Reels. You can view the whole thing on my page, but I would love it if you would head on over to my YouTube page. It will be posted in my link here on TikTok, or if I'm in Facebook, it will also be posted on a link on my stories and the reel, and you can follow that link. So that's all for tonight. I'll talk to you soon.